Well, hello there. You may be wondering, Kate, why do you have a hoodie on your head? Like, what are you hiding? What's going on here? Well, my friend, you are in for a surprise. Are you ready? Here we go.
Okay, ready?
Oh god. Oh my god. There's no turning back now. There's no turning back.
Have you told your parents?
No. Oh my god. Hey, that actually, okay. I cannot believe I'm doing this.
The hair in the mouth.
Yeah.
It looks so good. Did you run here? Yes. I love it.
Thank you.
God. Oh my. Sorry. Oh my goodness. I'm so not used. This is gonna take so long to get used to. It took me like 5 seconds.
I shaved my head. That's the surprise if you couldn't tell. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So I did this like last week. Yeah, and I wanted to make a video on it because it's a pretty big change. Okay, so this video basically is to explain why I did it, because whenever people see me, they ask me the same question, so hopefully I don't have to explain myself too much if you watch this video, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's just get right into it. Why the heck did I shave my head? Why would I do this? So one of the main reasons that I cut my hair was because when I had long hair, I was just spending so much time and energy worrying about how I looked. And that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna still like dress nice and like keep my appearance now, but I think with my long hair, I felt obligated to look nice a lot of the times. I felt like I would be judged if I didn't look nice. And I like looking nice, but I didn't like the part where I felt obligated to do it for other people. Like, I love dressing nice for myself, but whenever I feel that pressure from other people, that's when it kind of started to like push me to the edge a little bit, because I don't know, I didn't like that I spent so much of my time and energy worrying about that. Like, I have other things to worry about, you know? And that reason kind of stems a lot from how I think about how the male gender sees me, unfortunately. I just feel like with my long hair, I was just like chained to their expectations, like chained to like the male gaze, like how society like portrays women. I just felt like I was trying so hard to fit into that mold, and while I enjoyed how I looked, it was fun playing that role. It just felt like a lot. It just felt a little unnecessary, and I wanted to be able to move away from that, because it weighed a lot on my mind. I would like walk into a room and I would scan the room and I'd be like, okay, who's the cutest boy in here? And does he find me attractive? And I would like keep thinking about that while I'm in the room. It gets exhausting. It gets really annoying when you do that constantly, when you're always thinking about if you're attractive enough, if you're good enough. So now with my shaved head, I kind of know already that like the chance of them finding me attractive is much less. That doesn't mean I'm not still like a baddie, but you know, society values long hair more. Like, I think a lot of guys just would not want to be with a girl with short hair, and that's fine. But I think shaving my head gave me the opportunity to like not have to worry about that. Like, just take not any possibility of them finding me attractive, but like take away a large factor of them finding me attractive, if that makes sense. It's not that I don't want guys to find me attractive. I think it's more like I already know that I'm not attractive to them, so I don't have to worry about them being attracted to me. Does that make sense? I might sound a little conceited in this video, but it is what it is, you know. I'm a decently attractive woman, and I would get attention from guys, and I know that with my long hair, I know that guys would be looking at me. And so that kind of brings me to my next point. I really am like in a season of singleness right now. I'm really loving it. Like, singleness is like, it's good. I have a history of being in and out of relationships, so I really wanted to just like take a long period of time for myself and, you know, just work on myself, just grow, not have to dedicate my time or a lot of my time to another person. And so shaving my head helped me with that, because my brain, that's like, my brain is thinking logically. My brain, she's like, listen, you don't have time for a relationship, you don't have the emotional capacity for a relationship, relationships are just, they're just not it right now, okay? But then I have this little voice in my head, and she's like, hey, that guy's kind of cute, you should go talk to him, you should like make a move, like see where it goes. And I'm like, ugh, like I want to, but I know it's just like not logical, you know what I mean? But so I kind of wanted to just like throw that little voice away. So that's kind of where like knowing that guys are like less likely to be attracted to me comes in. Like, if I go up to them and make a move, there's less likely of a chance that they will go with it. You know what I mean? Like, going up and talking to a guy and him like going along with it. I think that kind of like gives me a little like validation. It just really doesn't help the cause at all. Another factor that is related to males is that like I would also get a decent amount of attention from guys, but I really wanted to deter them from doing that, because one, I want to be single, and then two, I'm just like kind of awkward. I don't really know how to deal with those situations, and some guys are just really annoying about it. For example, a couple weeks ago, I was just sitting in the dining hall, and I just came back from the gym. Like, I was looking kind of rough. I had my hoodie on, you know, my headphones on, nothing like too like fancy, you know. A guy comes up to me and he's like, hey, like my friend thinks you're cute and he wants to know if you can get your number. And I accidentally laughed / chuckled, because that's just what I do when I'm uncomfortable. I laugh at everything. And I feel like it came off as like I was laughing at him for making a move on me, and I felt so bad. So that's just one example. And then another example of how men are just... This guy DM'd me and he was like,
hey, like, are you with anyone at the moment?
I was like, no, but, you know, I'm not really looking for anything. He was like,
oh, so like they can't take you out on a date or anything?
I was like, no, you know, I'm not looking for anything, right? And then he's like,
okay, how about next week?
Were you not here for the conversation that we just had? Like the dialogue that was exchanged? Were you not there for it? Cause I'm confused. So hopefully having a shaved head will just like help me avoid those situations. So going back to, you know, placing my self-worth a lot in other people, I really want to change that, because it's unhealthy and it's annoying and it's not sustainable. Like I've grown a lot in the past couple of years, but I still get my validation from other people, and I really want to like be able to have that solely in myself, for me to solely give myself validation. And I just feel like with my long hair, I think a lot of validation came from my appearance. You know, of course I liked feeling like I was beautiful. I liked feeling that way, but I wanted to be able to kind of like strip that away, because it's such like a societal standard. It's such like a thing that appeals to the male gaze, and I want to be able to feel beautiful apart from that. Like I want to feel beautiful like just me being me, you know? And I think that has definitely helped with validation for myself and with self-confidence a lot, because okay, so there's like kind of one of two reasons, right? The first reason is, you know, like when I first shaved my head like last week, I was kind of nervous and like scared to like step out of my room, like step into the real world where people that I knew would see me and be like, what the heck, like she's bald now? But then I was like, why am I nervous? Like I already got over my own fear, my own nerves of shaving my head. Like I did the damn thing, you know what I'm saying? Why should I care so much about what other people think of me when I know that I'm already awesome? That I look good with this hair. So that's one thing. And the second reason is I just feel cool. You know, like how many girls do you know that are willing to shave their head and actually go through with it? You know, like, I don't know. And whenever I take away like the weight of my appearance for myself, then like I can see myself just like as a person more and not just like a pretty face. And it helps me just like see everything that I'm doing, like all the cool things that I do, all the goals that I have that I'm trying to like reach. And I'm like, dang man, like I'm freaking cool. Like no one can tell me different, you know? And I'm rocking it pretty good. So the last main reason, which is actually one that motivated me a lot, was training for jiu-jitsu. A couple weekends ago, I was training really hard and it just sucked with my long hair. I would have to put my hair up after every time that I grappled with someone because it would get so loose, and my hair is like very fine and very soft, so it doesn't stay in ponytails very well or braids. So every time I rolled with someone, it would get all loose and I was like hot and sick and it would just be like all over me, and it was just like, oh, it was so uncomfortable. So now that I have a shaved head, I'm just like more like aerodynamic. It's great. Like look, I love just doing this because nothing follows. Like my head is a single unit. Isn't that so cool? I really don't have any regrets shaving my hair, honestly. I'm so glad that I did it at this time because, you know, I'm trying to be single. I'm not trying to go out and look for anything, you know, like I'm just doing my thing. And so like I'm like so unbothered right now. So I just decided to do it. But oh my god, it's so convenient. Like in the mornings, I just get up, brush my teeth, get dressed, go. That's it. If I need to take a shower, it dries in like 10 minutes. I don't have to brush my hair. When I go to the gym, I don't have to put it up. It's just great. If you're a girl and you have long hair, like I really recommend doing this because it's just a whole experience. It's really great. I'm probably just gonna let it grow out. Maybe I'll keep it at this length for a little bit. I don't know. No, I wanted to grow out a little bit more because it's pretty short, and I'm thinking of bleaching it and doing like fun little designs on it, maybe like flowers or something. So yeah, that's the plan. I shaved my head. That's what's up. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you like the new cut. If you don't, I don't really care. Yeah, have a great day or night or whatever time of the day that you're in. I hope that you have a great time. I'll see you later.